Hello, I'm Chelsea, or CJ. It doesn't really matter what you call me, it's not relevant to the content of the book. What's in a name? Nothing. Apart from perhaps a intense emotional association with personal identity. But other than that, nothing. So I want to point out early on that my personality, my social online presence, is not indicative of my novel. So don't let this put you off, is what I'm saying. This sort of happy-go-lucky, bit of a tit persona is really just social lubrication to make me appear more amiable and personable than I sometimes feel. It's also mostly a reaction to being an adult but having the sort of face, mannerisms and voice of a small child. I also have that stereotypical affliction which you find in a lot of adults that grow up with a childhood laced with 80s movies, and that is an aversion to reality. Other than my personality, When We Were Alive is written by like a different side of me. When We're Alive is written by this sort of cantankerous old white man who lives in Louisiana and sort of finds his nights at the bottom of a bottle that lives like back here. He's in charge of the writing a little bit. And by that I don't mean it's a racist novel. I just mean it's more from a place of being sort of tired and disillusioned and not one of whimsy. So, all of that said, I think that best helps me to explain sort of what the narrative is about. It's a juxtaposition of all of those emotions, which is best exemplified by my three protagonists. When We Were Alive follows three men from different decades. We have Bobby, a kid who wants to grow up to be a magician. We have William, who feels most alive when he is suffering because he thinks that there's a sort of romantic vehemence and unpredictability to misery that he doesn't find in sort of a day-to-day stable life. And then we have Miles. Miles is writing letters to a mother that he's never met, and these letters become a sort of document of his search for sadness and beauty. Also a discussion on his feelings of weightlessness that he sees in existence. So yeah, that's what the story is about. How did I write it? Nobody asked. I sat down, I started typing, and then I stopped. And then I started again because it wasn't finished. And then just repeat that for a while until it was finished, and that's a book there. My next book will be a how-to on writing. So, loads of tips. It's mostly, that's the only tip that I have. Also, if you do ever buy it, read it, and like it, in the book I have invented a word, and as a favour to me, if you enjoy it, please can you start utilising that word in your day-to-day lives so it becomes ubiquitous? Because I'd love to be on the tube and just hear, oh, I invented that. That's one of mine. Pop it in the dictionary if you want. So that's the dream come true, getting a word in the dictionary. I mean, it doesn't mean anything anymore. They put emojis in the dictionary now. So, in summation, use my word, book about three guys struggling with what it is to feel alive. Also not reflective of this irritating video maker. Thanks.